Okay, so a very good morning to all of you again. Last class, we had some interruptions, so we had to stop in between. So sorry for that. So let's continue from where we left last time. So we had understood what is boundary layer, how it is formed. Are now in the mathematical formation. I mean, how we can mathematically understand the boundary layer, and we had started our discussions with चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए फंडामेंटल लॉज हमेशा एप्लीकेबल रहेंगे. सो वी से कि हमारी जो भी ये हेट्रोजीनियस सिस्टम थी, जैसे सॉलिड प्लेट के ऊपर फ्लूइड का फ्लो, उसमें हीट ट्रांसफर, उसके उसमें मास ट्रांसफर, इन सब में अगर मैं एक छोटा सा डिफरेंशियल एलिमेंट लूं उस सिस्टम का, तो उसके ऊपर भी ये फंडामेंटल लॉज हमेशा एप्लीकेबल होंगे. ये फंडामेंटल लॉज कौन से है? सो दीज आर योर मास कंजर्वेशन, एनर्जी कंजर्वेशन, न्यूटन सेकंड लॉ ऑफ मोशन, एंड थर्ड इज योर स्पीशीज बैलेंस. ओके, एंड देन हमने फिर बोला कि टू अंडरस्टैंड द बाउंड्री लेयर इन डिटेल विल सी एट बाउंड्री कौन से फोर्सेस ज्यादा डोमिनेंट है. विल फोकस ऑन द डोमिनेंट टर्म्स and we'll try to neglect our attention from the terms that are not so relevant or not so significant. And then we said कि यार कोई heat generation हो नहीं रहा है, so we say q dot equal to 0 from this particular, ये कोई viscous dissipation नहीं हो रहा है, इसलिए वो term भी हमने हटा दी. Then we said and we all agreed upon कि boundary layer thickness is way too smaller than the shape of the geometry. अगर प्लेट की लेंथ सेंटीमीटर्स में है तो बाउंड्री लेयर इज जस्ट इन मिलीमीटर्स. 10^2 10^3 ऑर्डर का, मतलब 2 और 3 ऑर्डर्स का डिफरेंस है. सो जो चेंज होगा, ग्रेडियंट होगा टेम्परेचर का इन this direction, which was your x direction, will be way too smaller than the gradient in y directions, or the gradient in the y direction, or to be more general, to the gradient that is normal to the surface. ये surface है, इसके normal में जो gradient होगा that will be dominant, and hence we discussed that these two gradients, I mean these relations will hold true. Then I simply wrote our energy balance equation and started keeping the terms that are significant and eliminating the terms that are not significant. Now you see over here we have already discussed this. These two terms can be seen over here with just a single approximation. Another approximation, let me just pen it down. Approximation, our k is independent of position, or your k is a constant. Let's put it in, k is constant. Let's keep the things. K is constant. So this term will be k times d2t by dx square, and this term will be dou 2t by dou y square. Now we have already seen that this term is very small as compared to this term, so I can simply ignore this term from our previous discussion, and I can write equals. Now I have taken rho cp from this side and I'm dividing all the right hand side by rho cp. So k by rho cp was alpha. So we had already discussed it previously, so it will be alpha times dou 2t by y square. This term has been removed based on our discussion, meaning which concluded that this term is not significant. Okay, plus v by rho is cancelled, cp square. Okay. Now, how did I land to this particular point? So, if you solve conservation of momentum, the first equation that we had discussed, so you'll get dou ux plus dou v by dou y equal to 0, and then you put it in the momentum balance equation and you try to simplify this, you will be left with this term. So I will keep, since this is not particularly the part of our heat transfer, so I'm not trying to solve it. I hope this is okay with you all. Shall we continue in this way, or you want me to derive it? If so, then I can send that derivation as a PDF to you guys after the class. Is it okay? Okay, fine. So you guys try to solve it and let me know by afternoon, and I will share the PDF with you so that you guys have also put in some understanding into it. So it will be more beneficial to you. Okay. Now, after having this simplified equation, what we do is we try to non-dimensionalize each and every term. Why we want to do? Because again, our basic principle of doing this analysis is we just want to keep the terms that are having more dominance and want to remove the terms that are less significant, right? So I can compare numbers, but I can't compare different units. I mean, the overall units are same, but I can't compare them. So I will try to non-dimensionalize each and every unit. So, okay. So what I will do is X was typically our this dimension. So I can non-dimensionalize, okay, X was our this particular direction, and to non-dimensionalize X, I will, okay, so to non-dimensionalize this X, I will try to non-dimensionalize X is X star, which is equal to X by characteristic length in the X direction, which is typically the size of the geometry. So that length can be in centimeters. Similarly, the non-dimensionalized Y will be Y by L2, which is typically your a length which is in the range of your boundary layer. Okay. Now we had already discussed that this, I mean, in our example, that this fluid is flowing with a velocity of u infinity before coming in contact with the plate. So I will non-dimensionalize the velocities by dividing it by u infinity. So it will be like what ratio of the u infinity these velocities are. So u star is the velocity in x direction, which is equal to u by u infinity, and v star is the velocity in y direction, which will be given by v by u infinity, where u infinity is the velocity of upstream of the surface. Now I also need to non-dimensionalize the temperature. So we had already seen this non-dimensionalization of temperature, that 0.99 thing. So we are just doing it again. So it will be T minus T surface upon T infinity minus T surface. Now our next task is to put in all these non-dimensionalized terms inside this and simplify the expression. So I will take a pause right now and request you guys to put in these values in the equation and try to get a simplified equation.